Hello, boys and girls. You are now watching if you're on YouTube and listening if you're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Tumblr, and or Soundbean to Peter Talks Smackdown, episode 39 of Peter Talks Smackdown, and it is a festive Smackdown. I'm not dressed really festive. I think I'm wearing the same sweater I wore on fucking Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling, but who cares? This is my comfy sweater. I love it. But yeah, a festive one at that. It is the holiday. It is the beginning of the holidays, and yesterday was Thanksgiving. Normally, Peter Talks Smackdown is on Saturdays, but because I have the day off at work, because of the holidays, I figure I'll drop the Peter Talks Smackdown a day early. Wednesday was Peter and Jake Talk Smackdown episode 66, and hopefully next week we'll get episode 18 of the New Day podcast. That's myself and Nathan Newman. And speaking of Nathan Newman, you know what? I'm not even going to bring him up yet. Damn it. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I spent it with friends. I did Friendsgiving right up the road from me. It was like a very late dinner, but nevertheless, oh man, talk about a food coma. I enjoyed it. I'm thankful for all of my listeners. I am. I'm thankful for you that's watching. I'm thankful for you that's listening. I'm thankful for all of the people who have added me on PJTW Central, on Twitter. All of those who, like everything that I put on Instagram. I'm thankful for Jake. I'm thankful for Keita sometimes, and sometimes I'm thankful for Nathan as well. But nevertheless, man, I'm very thankful for everything that's been going on for the past year. I quit smoking on my birthday, 17 days strong without a cigarette, and so on and so forth. So let me know what you're thankful for. If you're thankful for me, that would be awesome. But we're gonna get to this fucking Smackdown, and and it's funny too because I wanted to give out what what I'm thankful for, right? And yesterday, I'm trying to enjoy my fucking turkey and gravy and ham and fucking cranberry sauce or whatever the fuck that shit is, and I get a fucking tweet from Nathan Newman as his weekly fucking reminder that SmackDown doesn't exist. At the end of all of my fucking videos and all of these podcasts, I always say, watch out for those foreign objects. That was a fucking foreign object if I had never seen one. It was a fucking what kind of foreign object was this? Because I'm just sitting, I'm chilling, I'm like doo-doo-doo, and I'm looking, I'm like, God damn. Weekly reminder that fucking SmackDown doesn't exist. And then Keita likes it, and then this other person likes it, and then it's like 4 likes. It's like 4 likes. I ain't asking for this shit as a foreign object. It was a loaded boot. It's what it was. It was a loaded boot. I'm trying to fight off the distraction, and the referee's back is turned, and I get a loaded boot to the fucking dome. At 1, 2, 3, victory. To fucking Nathan Newman, his cheating ass. I'm gonna keep going with these fucking SmackDown podcasts until infinity. Whether you like it or not, I don't care who you are. You could be Keita, you could be fucking Nathan, you could be fucking Jake, you could be goddamn Jake from State Farm, you could be Terrence, you could be Arthur, you could be fucking Barack Obama for all I care. Peter Talks Smackdown will never die. we will never die. All right? I'm going to put that out there. For all of you haters, I'm Zeb Coulter right now. This is a hate-free zone. All right? Is that clear? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? All right. Just want to put that out there. Enough. That's been 5 minutes of me shooting a promo on all of you SmackDown haters, okay? You know what? And this is my SmackDown shirt, damn it. If you're watching. So, let's get to episode 39 of Peter Talks SmackDown. And it is in fucking Conseco Arena. Indiana Pacers, my basketball team. For anybody who knows me and my sports, my undefeated Panthers laid the smackdown on the Cowboys last night, taking out Tony Romo. My basketball team is the Indiana Pacers, and I've been rooting for them from like 1994. And they are in Indy. The SmackDown is in Indianapolis in Conseco Arena. And I was pretty happy to see that little Pacer sign in the background when they were shooting the audience at the beginning. And yeah, you get Millhouse, Rich Brennan, Jerry King Lawler, and Booker T. I think they're more entertaining than Michael Cole, JBL, and Byron Saxton. Those guys out there are like, fuck it, let's just have fun with this. It starts off with Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns, he's walking to the ring and there's TLC in the fucking ring. And no, not the group, but a table, a ladder, and a chair in the ring waiting for Roman Reigns to walk in and to talk with them in the ring. And he cuts a really short promo about being kids with the Usos and them wrestling inside the house and then them tearing shit up in the house and them having to go outside and tear shit up outside and dreams of becoming the WWE Heavyweight Champion. And he wanted to, just wanted to win the belts and he got that opportunity until it was taken away from Sheamus. As soon as he says Sheamus comes out and he's like, hey, dude, get over it, fella. And then he shoots on, basically all the hard work that he put in to get to that moment and to win it, and then him cashing it in and crushing his dreams and shattering his hopes and all that shit. And that actually the belt looks better on Sheamus rather than Reigns. But people still chant, you look stupid. In sour grapes, fashion, Roman Reigns is like, well, look, dude, you're gonna sit out there and like talk a lot of shit, or you're gonna come to the ring and fight. And it's like, I get tired of hearing Roman Reigns say that, because here's the thing, Reigns, and I know you watch this show. You're the challenger. You got to go after the belt. Anyone with the belt can talk all the shit they want. They're on the top of the mountain, man. And every time I turn around, like, Roman Reigns is in a situation where he's like, oh, yeah, come to me. It's like, dude, you're not entitled to shit. And it's something I don't know if anyone else noticed, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why he can't really get over as much. Because every time someone has to fucking come to him, every fucking time, how about you do all that talking, how about you come to the ring? No one has to do anything for you whatsoever. Now, granted, you have a fucking rematch clause, and Triple H already set the date to when you can get that rematch clause, because you know what? You were an asshole. You speared a fucking executive. Be happy that you're not fired. You don't just attack a fucking exec and expect to get away with it. Ask Alberto Del Rio about that, right? Ask Alberto Del Rio what it did. He just smacked the fucking Twitter guy. The guy who tweets. He just smacked the cold shit out of him because he called him a fucking racial slur. And then you spear the COO, and all you get is having to wait for your rematch clause. chill. Pump your brakes, Roman Reigns. I know you're probably upset, a little pissed off that things aren't going your way. But again, you want this guy to get over. You got to climb the mountain. You can't have the mountain fucking climb you. He tries to goat Sheamus in. And Sheamus is like, here I come. And then he's like, nah, jackass. You know, I see you at TLC. That's not how this shit works. We get to the Dudleys versus Roman Reigns. Oh, sorry, Roman Reigns. You know what? Fuck. Rowan and Strowman from the Wyatt family with Bray Wyatt and Harper on the outskirts viewing. Now, I don't know if you remember not too long ago. This was maybe 3 or 4 months ago. The Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan, actually using the 3D. Right? Because we're coming off Monday, right? The fucking Wyatts just decimate the fuck out of the Dudleys. And I don't know why I didn't remember it off the bat, but now I do. But months ago, there was one match, I think even 2 matches, where they used the 3D as their finisher. That's Harper and Rowan. And Bubba, I guess not really signed to TNA at the time, is like, look, yo, if y'all want to get the 3D, make it official. Just call us up, we make it happen. So I feel like this upcoming feud between these two guys, these two factions, or, this tag team and Harper and Rowan, it's a shoot. It's a straight up shoot to where, I guess we're waiting now, moving forward. We didn't get it in this match, which was a good match. We didn't get the 3D from either one of them. And I think it would have been pretty cool at the end of this rather than, let's just go into this match. I mean, it's whatever. They try to get the fucking table. This is a pretty decent match. They finally get the upper hand because Devon gets the hot tag. And then it's like, hey, get the tables. They go out, get the table. And before they could actually set it up and do work on Eric Rowan that's in the fucking ring, Harper comes in and he comes in with a chair. I think he comes in with a fucking chair. And what? Yeah. No. Yeah. Does he come with a chair? Either way, he comes in and he fucking calls it the DQ. We get Devon getting choked out by Braun Strowman, and then you get a double choke slam into the table to Bubba. Now, I think what could have been cooler is that they could have done the 3D on the table. This is Harper and Rowan. Do the 3D on the table to Bubba to sort of make it significant to why this feud is actually going on. Now, again, you have to watch the show and pay attention to little detailed things like that. But maybe that I brought it up now, you remember that had happened. They used the 3D twice. So maybe this could be the battle of the 3D. Who's, is it the old crew that's using the 3D, or the new crew that wants that 3D move as their finisher? I mean, I guess it would make sense. Moving into TLC in 2 weeks, they're definitely going to have a tables match. How this turns out, I don't know. I just hope they keep Bray as far a fucking way from that feud as possible. He doesn't need to be in that. And if anything, he doesn't really need a feud now. Just focus on possibly winning the Royal Rumble. Right? That's your focus, Bray. Focus on the Royal Rumble. Strowman, focus on helping Bray win the Royal Rumble. All right? That's all. And let Eric and let Harper have this feud. All right? We've already seen enough of Jabroni Bray go down in flames to any and all people that he's fucking tried to shout at, right? Unless you're just going to give him an easy fucking feud, an easy win, he just goes over and looks like a badass, say take Titus O'Neil or some shit like that, make him look strong somehow. Just let him just chill until the Royal Rumble. And let Braun Strowman just chill and choke motherfuckers out. And just, his whole thing is to help Bray Wyatt, okay? All right. New Day, great New Day, WWE shop promo. It was great stuff. Good stuff. They could sell some shit. We get Paige versus Lynch, which is a really good match. Hard fought match from the both of them. The only thing that stands out, because Paige gets the win. But at the very end, and even King had to like bring it up because it looks like Paige was going to get the dirty victory with the leg on the rope. But I guess that was like a botch. She rolled her up anyway after she tried to after she reversed the disarmor into the rope. It looked like basically a botched heel pin. Divas Revolution, get that shit right, all right? First annual New Day potluck dinner with Team Bad. That was good stuff too. That's two back-to-back. That's two back-to-back. We get back-to-back backstage segments. I can't even talk today. Am I still in my turkey hangover? At first I say two back-to-back. And now I'm like back, blah, blah, blah. All right. So we get back-to-back backstage segments with the New Day. And you know what? I found myself laughing like hell during this. We didn't get a food fight, but we definitely got a potluck of superstar caliber talent showing up to participate in the potluck as Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston are your hosts with the Team Bad in the back, reacting to whatever happens. First up, we get Heath Slater. Heath Slater, what did you bring? Slater Slaw, right? And then you see this thing. At first, when I saw it, I thought it was a spoon. Kofi actually goes to taste it. And then Big E points out, is like, hey, man, what's that, a Band-Aid? Get the hell out of here with your Band-Aid. Kofi Kingston spitting and wiping his mouth. Oh, God, what the hell? Oh, boy, I laughed. Adam Rose shows up. Next up is Adam Rose. Kofi's like, what the hell are you doing here? You don't even like parties. And he's holding like a fucking pot. And he shoves it into Kofi Kingston. And it spills all over Kofi Kingston. Like, kind of gravy. And it's like rabbit stew. Oh, it's like, what? Oh, no. Because what happened to Bunny? It's Bunny. Big E's freaking out. It's like, is that Bunny? Did you put Bunny on that? Oh my God. Everyone's freaking out because it's kind of creepy. You're thinking it's the Bunny. You do that to Bunny. And then the Ascension shows up. And it's like, hey, what y'all bring? We brought destruction. We brought apocalypse. It's like, no, you didn't bring nothing. You bunch of freeloaders. It's like they showed up to be freeloaders. So they kicked them out. And yeah, they were like, well, shit, who was supposed to bring the turkey? Were you supposed to bring the Kofi? It's like, nope. It's like, were you supposed to bring the turkey, Biggie? No, it's supposed to be Xavier Wood. Xavier Wood shows up, and he's the gobbledygooker. And we find out that during this, as the gobbledygooker, Wood is planned it up, that they were going to face the Lucha Dragons. We found out they were going to face the Lucha Dragons. And before they go out, Xavier Wood is like, well, I'm about to spread some Thanksgiving cheer. Next up, we get ADR, Alberto Del Rio, accompanied by Zeb Coulter, who cut a promo on Jack Swagger versus Jack Swagger. And it's a pretty decent match. I mean, I was hoping that it wouldn't end in pinfall. I guess everybody probably wanted this to end at, as soon as it starts. But man, fuck it. This is a hot fucking USA versus a Mex America feud. I mean, it's not that great, but it's good goddamn enough to keep ADR busy, enough to get Jack Swagger out there to get that babyface USA heat. You know? Like, fuck it. Let him have some fun with this. Take this shit to TLC and have like a flag match or something. You know? Ladder on a flag. I don't know. Ladder match, flag, ladder, table. I don't know. But just something. Keep them busy. I don't mind it as long as the heat's there. Well, anyway, it's a short match, very short match, due to the fact, like, you know, Jack Swagger does, you know, kind of clotheslines him into the ring announcer area, the bell ring place, and when he's out there, Jack's attention is turned to Zeb Coulter, and as he's walking up to Zeb Coulter, he catches a chair shot. Jack Swagger catches a chair shot from Roberto Del Rio. But that's the only chair shot that Jack Swagger gets because the tables are turned, and all of a sudden Jack Swagger drops like fucking 5 decent chair shots on Roberto Del Rio. And looks like we'd probably just get a chair match from them. I guess that's what it looks like. You see the Usos in the back walking towards they're just chilling in the back, you know. They're Uso crazy in the back. And the Gobbledygooker kind of walks by and he's like, gobble, gobble, motherfuckers. And I think Jimmy's like, you know that's fucking Xavier Wood, right? And he's like, yeah. Can't do nothing, though. But we have an idea. And they go in the direction that the Gobbledygooker Woods is in. We get the Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. And the New Day are accompanied by the Gobbledygooker with the trombone and everything. So we believe. And what we get right here? Well, yeah, it's a decent enough match. Definitely. I will honestly say the matches, and this is in SmackDown, you know, this is SmackDown. The matches are normally better than, or the show itself is, or the matches in the show are better than that, say, Raw, because Raw is more the entertainment show. SmackDown's more the wrestling show. And if you go down this list, I mean, it's tying up some loose ends until they get to Raw. But the matches on here are good, and this is one of the matches. The New Day and the Lucha Dragons have great chemistry with one another. They really do. The Lucha Dragons give them enough. They get enough heat on the heels by taking a beating, and then showing flashes of resilience to where you stay in the match. What happens at the very end is Kofi Kingston tries to win with the leg on the ropes. We never saw the leg on the ropes, and now we've seen a lot of leg on the ropes recently. Botched legs on the ropes. We get this leg on the ropes. But the Gobbledygooker Woods, who we think it is, knocks the legs off the rope, which results in a Selena Del Sol by Kalisto getting the 1-2-3 victory. Big E tries to get into the ring to stop the count, but he is held off by Sin Cara. What happens is that Jimmy Uso with a blowhorn comes down the ramp with an Xavier Woods all tied up, mouth tied too, in his boxers. And the New Day in the ring, this is Kofi and Big E, are like, first questioning, like, what the fuck, yo? What's up, Gooker? What's up, Wood? What the fuck is your deal? And he takes off the mask, and it's Jay in the mask. So they've been gookered. And the Dragons and the Usos fuck up Kofi Kingston and Big E. And then all of a sudden, we get a nice little super kick to a defenseless Woods. And then we get Jay coming up the top rope with the Gooker splash, the Gobbledygooker splash onto a very defenseless Xavier Woods. And then they, celebrate afterwards. Looks like we're going to get our 3-way at TLC with these guys. Maybe, again, I think it's going to be a ladder match. It's going to be a ladder match. It'll be a lot of ladder matches. I think it's going to be a lot of ladder matches. Maybe, I know this is going to be a ladder match. I think I think that it's going to be a ladder match with, I think Paige announces that she's going to be in a ladder match against Charlotte Flair. So we're going to have 2 ladder matches, it seems. Did I skip her? Yeah, well, I didn't. I think she shoots on whatever. Who cares? Then we get Young in the back with Ambrose. He talks about what happened Sunday. Then he talks about what's going to happen in the #1 contendership. Triple threat along with Ziggler and Prince Pretty Tyler Breeze. And it's like a betting man. I'm not a betting man. I don't bet. I've never won this, that. But if I'm a betting man tonight, now I mean, let's make some sense here, right? Let's be real. There's no way in hell that anyone think that the only other person who was going to come out on top of this fucking match between Ziggler, fucking Ziggler, Tyler Breeze, and Dean Ambrose, that it was going to be Dean Ambrose coming out being the #1 contender. They're setting up the feud. They actually set up the feud with Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose from Monday. The fact that Kevin Owens wants no part of Dean Ambrose. Now, after going after the belt in this tag team, in this sort of title tournament, Survivor Series, and him losing a very short match to his best friend where the stakes are the highest, for the World Heavyweight Championship, we resort back to what happened last year, where Dean Ambrose is once again going after the Intercontinental belt. Now, I don't know if anyone remembers the Snow Out episode of the WWE Raw, and Dean Ambrose walking to Titan Tower to sort of glimpse at the Wall of Champions and him wanting to be on that Wall of Champions, and that he wanted an Intercontinental belt to be on the Wall of Champions. I hope, outside of the fact that he wants to beat up Kevin Owens after he's beaten him clean, that he wants to be the fuck back on that Wall of fucking Champions, right? That's all I'm asking. I hope they kind of bring that up somehow. Like, everyone stands in the fucking way of my boy Roman Reigns getting to that heavyweight championship. Well, motherfuckers have been in my way for getting on that fucking Wall of Champions. And now I can get that opportunity to be on the Wall of Champions. Owens, I beat his ass. He stands in my way. I hope that manifests, please. Just to get some fucking history in there, something. Like, remember this? Very much like the 3D from the fucking the Wyatt family, and why they're feuding with the Dudleys right now. But anyway, this match itself is really fucking good. I mean, it's good as fuck. I mean, because it's a triple threat. It's not real. The heat itself is the in-ring action. The only time I will pay attention to a Dean Ambrose match or fucking Ziggler match, well, Ziggler sells, but let's just say Dean Ambrose. It's just chaos. All right, give me some chaos. Back, forth, back, forth. I can deal with that. And this was good. The only distraction was Kevin Owens on the fucking commentary. Like, shut the fuck up. And the SmackDown production didn't do the in-ring action no favors. That's it. That's the only thing that I would bitch about, this whole fucking match. But, and yeah, and I would like to saw this on Raw. They could have held this out. They could have held out on this. Made the Lucha Dragons match a little bit longer. Gave Becky and Paige more time to just push push the New Day to the main event and give them more time to take that out and put this #1 contendership for the three-way for the Intercontinental belt on Raw. But the problem is, the Intercontinental belt is the championship for SmackDown. So Ambrose wins. And he wins after a beauty shot to Ziggler. And as he's about to, this is Tyler Breeze, just before Tyler Breeze can actually put on the which I begged for last SmackDown, Peter Talks SmackDown, that the beauty shot shouldn't be the finisher. Use the beauty shot, pick his ass up and drop him with the kill switch. He was about to do that until he gets a kick in the gut by Ambrose and putting Dirty Deeds for the victory as Dolph Ziggler lays dead on the other side of the ring. Surprise, surprise, Ambrose wins, and he will get his shot. I'm not sure when, maybe for TLC, but he's the number one contender. He gets his shot at Kevin Owens. He walks over to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens stands up, and Ambrose gives Kevin Owens a good-ass shove back into his chair. Owens stands up like the snarling heel that he is, lifts the belt in his face, and walks away. Walk, Owens, walk. And that's how SmackDown ends. Again, a good show. For those who don't like SmackDown, at least this is a show you can watch and not be bored. You get some good laughs. You get some great in-ring action. You get some fucking storylines, spinning. Moving into Raw, moving into TLC. And you get some holiday spirit. You get some get that potluck. Go and fucking watch that potluck, man. That's great. And you get the gobbledygooker. You get the gobbledygooker splash. But yeah, man, it's a fun show. And again, this is Friday. You get your Peter Talks SmackDown a day earlier. So if you want more Peter Talks SmackDown, along with Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling, along with the New Day podcast, along with Peter Raw Recap, hit that subscription button below if you're watching on YouTube. I'm pointing down, not at my junk, but at the subscription button thing below. If you're listening on iTunes, if you're listening on Podbean, if you are listening on Stitcher, and if you're listening on SoundCloud, and hell, even if you're a Tumblr person and you're checking out any of those mediums on Tumblr, add me to your favorites, and add me to your favorites, and put us in your playlist as you get your weekly dose of PJTW Central content. Follow me on Twitter, PJTW Central. Again, that's PJTW Central. Leave a comment below. Send me a tweet. Thumbs up or heart and all that stuff to show that you really enjoy this product. It lets me know once you do it on Twitter. And then share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. If you're a wrestling fan and you're not ashamed that you're a wrestling fan and you want people to know what you're listening to or watching, where you get your wrestling information and commentary and ideas and opinions, you can send them my way. I can use the love. I can always use the love. And yes, happy holidays, guys. I hope you're out shopping on Black Friday. I hope you're safe. I hope you got all your limbs as you're trying to buy your fucking plasma screen or your fucking vacuum cleaner or something. It's going to be a good day for college football tomorrow, and Sunday is going to be good football. Panthers won't be playing. We're going to be chilling, but nevertheless. And we're going into the holiday season. Those who are in college or in school, go ahead and write up them papers and study for your exams and do all those things, because Christmas is now. All we're waiting for is the Folgers commercial where the motherfucker says Peter, Peter. Then officially it's Christmas. You feel me? And while you're doing all those things, preparing for the holiday season, moving into a brand new year, 2016, watch out for those foreign objects like the one I got hit yesterday by Nathan Newman, that bastard. Peace.